Hey loves, it's Baja Jaqua with Earth Goddess. I am coming on to spend a little time with you guys today. I wanted to make this video because there was some things that I wanted to discuss. I was actually in conversation with someone and I said this would be something really good to talk to my people about. And what it is that the discussion we were talking about is, well, let me back up. We were discussing things that we're going to be put into my new program, Esoterica Elite Living. And there is a module in particular that is all about our identity. It's actually the first module. It's called X Code. And what the discussion was about was that I was saying that, when we are when you are changing anything in your life, when you are wanting to transform anything in your life, a lot of times you are attached to the old identity. And we tend to think that it is how other people will respond to us and how other people, like I used to really put that like emphasis is that, the attention is on, you're really concerned with how other people perceive you, how other people are going to view you. But what I have found is that actually the hardest person to change for is you. That sounds weird to word it like that. And I don't really mean that sounds weird how it came out. But what I mean is that you are the one that's normally attached to the old identity. And it is, you have to put more emphasis and it has to be more, for lack of a better word, attachment to the new identity, to the new person that you are becoming, that you actually already are. And that it's usually that you have all of these old programs or you have these masks that you've been wearing for years and years of how you've wanted to be perceived by other people. And once you start to remove the mask and to change the programming, the person that is left with is the true you, right? The true you, the true version of who you are. And we think that a lot of times we'll think that it's going to be the way other people perceive us, but it's really how you are being and acting and moving as this new person that is really the kicker. Because what happens, like for example, what happens is you go around, say, old people that knew this old version of you, and it is on you to be this person that you are now. It a lot of times when you go around the old people and say like family and things like that, it's so easy to fall back on the old programming. It's so easy to like just fall back into the ways that you used to have. And because your family or your friends, they know this old version of you, so it would be nothing new to them, right? But it's you that are deciding to make the changes, and it's you that is actually presenting or being this new person that the world is seeing. You know what I mean? And so a lot of times it's you that will have that hard time because it's so easy. Like I said, it's so easy to fall back on these old programs, but it's on you to uphold the version of you that is the real you. You don't want to fall back on these old ways that are not you. And it's all your identity because it's all how you perceive yourself. Not so much how other people are perceiving you, but how do you perceive yourself? How do you view yourself? What is this conversation that you're having with yourself? That is normally the kicker for a lot of people. That's normally the thing that will hold you up because you everything in you will want to fall back on these old ways. Because if it was so easy, then we would all just become this better version of ourselves and it would be no problem. But becoming this better or this new version of yourself is requiring something of you. And what is requiring of you is normally like more than you've been giving. You know what I mean? More than you've been giving throughout your life. And more, you've been hiding, for lack of of a better term. You've been hiding all these years. And now you're deciding that I'm going to be the real me. And you're going to get scared sometimes, and you're going to want to fall back on old ways, and you're going to want to do the old shit because the old shit is oh so comfortable. But the old shit is the old shit. It's not where it's at. It's not who you're being at this moment. It's not going to get you the things that you want and that you are requiring at this moment. You know what I mean? So it's so easy to put things on other people. It's so easy to make it about other people. But the reality is this is just about you. This is about the relationship that you're having with yourself. This is about you being that better version of yourself because you're doing this for you. When it gets really down to it, other people are reaping the benefits of you becoming this new version of you. But this is for your enjoyment, honey. This is because you have a purpose that you are deciding to live out in this lifetime. You know what I mean? And so you have to be so attached to that new version of you and so in love with who you are becoming. So in love with the woman that is becoming, that's all you want to present to your people, to your family, to your friends, to your loved one, is this new, better, improved version of yourself. I almost hesitated saying that, but it really is. What's the point of doing all of this if it's not going to be a better or improved you? If it's not going to be the fullest expression of you, then what's the point? If it's not going to be a better life for you, then what is the point? So I'm not going to hesitate in saying that because I think we live in this time that we're scared to say those kind of things because we want to appear like we have it all together and that we are already there. But the reality is most of us are far from being there. And if you're living a life where you have any amount of fear, any amount of confusion, any amount of holding back on who you are, then you need to be an improved version of yourself. You need to be a better version of yourself. If you're not being you, that doesn't make sense, when you think about it. And so I kind of got off, on a little rant there for a minute, but really what I want to get across is that, the new identity that you are becoming, that X code, that new you that is going to be expressed in these coming months, and especially after you take this program, because it's an experiential program and you're going to have to be and express that new version of you as you go throughout the program. But as you express that, don't be afraid to be all of that, to be that complete version of yourself. Don't be afraid to improve and to be better. Don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid to admit that you don't have it all there, but that you are becoming all, Don't be afraid of that. Don't try to act like you are Miss Perfect and that you have it all together, because it's only holding you back. It's only holding you from what it is that you truly, truly desire. So go all into this. You know what I mean? Go all into it. Definitely be okay with saying that I'm becoming the truest version of myself. Don't be afraid to completely embody. We use that word a lot, but be it in your body. Be in your body, completely in your body. Really pay attention to the thoughts that you are thinking, and learn to direct your thoughts to the direction you want them to go. Completely, like, decide who this person is that you are. Decide who you are. Decide what it is that you are bringing to the world at this time. Be completely honest about what your purpose is. Be completely honest with where you are going. This new identity that is coming up out of you is the real you. It's the truest expression of you. So don't fall back into that old little girl, that wants to be saved. Don't fall back into that mind of thinking that someone has done something to you. Don't fall back into that mind of the victim that feels like, what's the point? Everybody else is making the decision for me. What does it matter? Don't sabotage yourself at every corner. When you get an idea that you know is a great idea, don't second guess yourself. Don't say, nah, maybe another time. No, now is the time. So I'm going to leave you there with that. But our identities, who we are becoming, it's so important right now to be completely who you are right now, and to be able to decide that identity, and to be completely okay with it, with who you're becoming. You hear that fly, y'all? I'm gonna have to look up what that means. Where are my cats? They're supposed to be attacking the flies. I like to keep the doors open, and inevitably that happens, but a fly will get in here. But I have to read about that, and what's the medicine of the fly? Is it about being focused? Being able to focus when it's all these distractions around you? Being able to zero in on what it is that you're supposed to do, even when everything around you is chaotic? Being able to create no matter what is happening and what is going on. Being able to be who you are when everyone else feels like they're losing their minds, and you feel like you're completely in control of yours. Yeah. My name is Baja Jagua with Earth Goddess. You guys have a beautiful day. I'll talk to you soon, okay? Have a good one. Love you.